Hey, all right. Welcome to Risk Management Mastery. Safeguard your trading capital like a pro. All right, we all have this quirky habit of anthropomorphizing. That's a fancy word, but what it means is like when you give human like qualities to things that aren't human. Like, you know how we all talk to our pets like they're little people? We just automatically give them and other things intelligence and personalities that they don't have. Like when you try to kill a spider and you miss, and then you're like, holy shit, now he's going to be pissed. And of course, the spider doesn't have intelligence or emotions that would allow it to be pissed. It's kind of harmless most of the time, but when it comes down to trading, anthropomorphizing the market can lead to some serious missteps. The market doesn't hate you or love you or play favorites. It's just there, like a vending machine. You put in your money, you press a button, you get a snack. Or not. No feelings are involved. But when it comes to your relationship with trading, I actually do want you to anthropomorphize because I want to help you to realign how you relate to your own trading. So we're going to think about it in terms of romantic partner. How about that? When I did a lot of couples therapy, I often described relationships in terms of temperature. So a cold temperature relationship is conflict free, but it's also pretty much passion free. You're not rocking the boat, so you're driving down your anxiety by not pushing for what you need, and you're not really growing either. So it might be those people who say, like, yeah, we never fight or disagree on anything, but they don't have that much connection overall. And sometimes before they know it, they've fallen out of love. And then there's the high temperature relationships, the hot ones. They're intense, they're passionate, they're wild. I would tend to go that way before I met my wonderful wife. And when it's extreme, you're really pretty much either fighting or having makeup sex. And I thought, well, I'm Italian, so this is just what I'm supposed to do, right? But no, it was horrible. It was horrible. And there has to be a balance. So either extreme is really not healthy at all. So when it comes to your relationship with trading, what is that like? Maybe your trades are too cold and they're safe and they're boring. Or maybe they're too hot, like chasing huge wins but experiencing massive heartbreak. Today we're going to dive into how to find the perfect balance. Are you ready? Let's start with a warm up. So just watch the ball. Make sure that your head is close enough to the screen so that your eyes are pretty much moving all the way back and forth. And just kind of notice what you're feeling as you move your eyes. All right, deep breath. Now take a moment to check in with yourself. How activated do you feel right now? On a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being as calm as a lake on a windless day, and 10 being a raging storm of adrenaline, where are you at? You got it? All right, so now think about where you usually fall on that scale while you're trading. All right, I hope you're being honest with yourself there. And now, please be honest when you ask yourself, how much are you looking for thrills when you trade? And what actually did get you into trading in the first place? Go ahead and see what pops up from your subconscious. All right. Before you got into trading, were you much of a gambler? Like betting on sports or going to the casino or any type of gambling? Because in gambling, thrills are the goal, but in trading, they're supposed to be a byproduct. So, what are your goals when it comes to trading? And of course, be honest with yourself. All right. So, 0 to 10, where are you right now? I'd like for you to think about your current romantic relationship that you're in life. So, how hot or cold is that, would you say? And if you're single, then you can think about your past relationships. Like, did you usually go for hot type of relationships or cold? I'd like for you to just kind of consider how you relate to actual people first. All right, deep breath. And now I'd like for us to apply that idea to your relationship with trading. Maybe they don't have anything to do with each other, like your relationship with trading versus your relationship in life, your primary romantic relationship, but they might have something to do with each other. And I'd like to ask you, what would it feel like if trading was too cold, like pleasant but kind of dull? Who or what pops into your mind to kind of represent that? Like a person or maybe something like a Toyota Corolla, which is reliable but boring. All right. Now I'd like for you to imagine the opposite. And what does that feel like if your trading was too hot? Who or what represents that? Picture the excitement of big wins, but also the chaos and the stress and the shame of constant fights. Is that what you've been chasing? So I'd like for you to check in with yourself and imagine that, please. Okay, and then just curious, where are you from 0 to 10? I'd like for you to try to bring that number down. So take a moment to soothe yourself. Lower your adrenaline, just relax and breathe as you watch the ball. All right, deep breath. And once again, be honest. Are you trying to get rich too fast? You can only do so much so fast. Did you set a goal for yourself like I'm going to have this amount of money by by this time? I'm curious. I mean, it's great to have a goal, but if it's compelling you to be less than your best in order to try to go faster, it's just going to end up taking longer. So ask yourself that question. Are you trying to get rich too fast? All right. Are you much of a golfer? I'd like for you to imagine playing golf. It feels great when you hit a great shot, doesn't it? When I was younger, I used to love to hit those long drives. I mean, the ones that didn't go into the woods. And then one day I realized the key to scoring well in golf isn't how many good shots you hit, it's about not making bad shots. And the short game is what's really important for your final score. So think about that, please. Winning at golf isn't so much about doing well, it's about not doing bad. I wonder if you might be feeling a little sad right now. Because if you are, I think that's probably healthy. I mean, take this time to feel any sadness about the idea that trading can't always be thrilling or insanely lucrative. Let yourself grieve that loss of that idealized vision that you've had. And it's okay to feel this way. It means that you're letting go of unrealistic expectations. Well, let's get even sadder. So I'd like for you to imagine breaking up with that too hot version of trading. Say goodbye to that reckless pursuit. And it was great. I think it's important to, in order to let something go, to really get in touch with what was good about it in the first place. But she's not for you, man. All right. So I hope you still have that image of that represents a trading career that's too hot. And I'd like for you to now picture the ball as a paintbrush. So go ahead and paint over that image. Use whatever color you want with as much paint as you need. And let's just go ahead and paint over it completely. All right, deep breath. Good job. And now let's replace the image. So, who or what represents a healthy relationship with trading for you? Don't overthink it. Just let whatever comes to your mind appear. Something that's not crazy, but not boring either. All right. Do you want to be happy with your trading? Well, what if I told you that contentment is really what you want? What is it like to have a long term contentment with trading? Not the happy highs of short term wins followed by despair, but genuine safety and balance. Let that feeling of relief wash over you as you imagine feeling truly safe and steady. All right, deep breath in and out. Feel the relief of dodging a bullet. Maybe you've been in a romantic relationship where you pulled out just in time before it got crazy, or you pulled out just in time to avoid having to be associated with this person for 18 years. Imagine feeling that same relief in trading, avoiding reckless moves that could ruin you. Hey, all right, good job. Now picture yourself in the future scanning for trades. You're not timid or reckless. You're just balanced, like somebody on a really great date where you're interested, but you're not desperate. And if it doesn't go your way, you're still fine. All right, good. And now imagine a super sexy trade showing up. How do you lean into it without losing your balance? All right, we've made some deep changes today. Falling in love, whether with a person or a trading style, is all about the subconscious. It's not something you rationalize with a pro and con list. And trading is the same. Trusting your gut, balanced with strategy, is what makes you better than any algorithm out there. So picture yourself having a rewarding trading career. It might not have all the thrills you imagine, but it's the steady, wonderful partner that you need and deserve. All right, so take one last deep breath in and out. Congratulations. You have just taken a huge step towards safeguarding your capital like a pro. And don't forget, you can always do this session again and again, or parts of it, or whatever you need to. And I wish you all the best.